Hey, what's up, y'all? Um, Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. I almost stuttered there because I was like, "Is it Friday?" Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend. My head was hurting yesterday. It's hurting today. Um, it's what it is. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on in the market. I'm not even gonna. I think in my mind this is gonna be a short stream. I'm not gonna talk about every single thing. One thing I will talk about is them making up these numbers, but I'll say that for later. Um, yeah. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. I know everybody's happy to see that the weekend is near. It's not what you want on stream when we come on, but yeah, Bitcoin is doing a sell. Let me see what's going on. Oh my god. I was trying to line my notes up. I get up early in the morning, look at news, get my notes together. And near the end I line them up and try to see what order I'm gonna talk about them in. So I haven't looked at the news in a couple of about a half an hour maybe. Let me see what is causing Bitcoin to do this. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through Twitter trying to. Dang, looks like I did miss some stuff. Give me just a minute. I'm just reading. Yeah, I already saw that. Hmm, almost done. I'm trying to. Oh, hmm. So I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on in the stock market. Of course, we'll talk about some of that stuff. Looks like Genesis is moving about two. Well, let me. I'll be rounding up too much sometimes. About billion and a half worth of Bitcoin plus Ethereum to some wallets. Yeah, it looks like it's about a billion and a half for repayments or something. Wow, I wish I was on Twitter the last half hour. Um, and today is Friday, so there is no tomorrow to cover this stuff. I mean, I could, but I got to take a break. Yeah, right now it looks like they're moving about $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Another thing, like I said, I've been saying this, and I know I sound like I'm talking probably nonsense to some of y'all. And even when I was saying, and let me say this too up front before I even get to talking today, that I don't care about being wrong or having wrong predictions. I was saying I think we're going to get some surprise rate cuts on the 31st, and it didn't happen. In ways I feel like it still should have, because I guess I'm about to get in this right now. Yeah, they make up these numbers. They lie straight to your face. And there's a lot of stuff that I talk about that I'm still talking about, like, hey, who I think going to be president, how it plays out. That stuff is in the future. It's predictions. It's me forming my opinion. But some of this stuff is all past. This is all in the past, and you got to pay attention to it. How they lie straight to our face about the job numbers, talking about the economy growing. And please, as I always say on my channel, don't get into your political ship. I just be honest, I don't even want to hear it, whether you're Democratic or Republican, about Trumponomics and Bidenomics and all that kind of crap. Because I keep saying there's only one person, one entity steering the ship. But they lie about all this stuff saying the economy is growing, the jobs are strong, and then they put out their interest rate decisions, and then they come right behind the interest rate decisions and tell you something completely different from what they just told you, knowing damn well that they already knew this information anyway. So I get aggravated about this stuff. Some of y'all may go, why are you getting aggravated? Like if Zoe, you say you already knew this stuff. It's as I keep saying, because it's still fooling the people that I want to get into crypto, get into the markets, fooling retail investors because they do all this stuff so they win. The more we figure out the game, the more they got to move the goalposts, the more they got to change the way the game is being played. And it's just crazy. Like, I know sometimes y'all just, and maybe I talk too fast on my channel sometimes, and I know I do try to break it down so everybody understands it, so maybe it goes over your head, but it's plain cut and simple. They told us jobs were doing one thing a couple of days ago. They put out the interest rate decision, and then right after that, they tell us, you know what? I know we said one thing, but it's actually this. And it's like, how do you tell us? You got to notice it. Everybody wants to throw all this stuff under conspiracy, and that's what they do. Anytime this truth starts coming out, they want you to think that the people saying it are these crazy people and they're conspiracy theorists and they on drugs or whatever. No, is that we're in the age of information now with the internet, and you can find out this stuff easily. And this is not even a find out thing. This is just simple. A couple of days ago, you said the economy was strong, jobs were strong, blah 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 blah. Put out an interest rate decision. A couple of days later, you say the exact opposite about jobs. Like, this is very simple. It doesn't have, you don't need a high IQ to say you said one number, then you lied about it. So it's not about the lying about it. I don't care about being wrong about the early interest rate cut or whatever. And to be honest, I don't mind, because as I said, it gives us more time to accumulate. As I've been saying, a lot of people, even some of y'all, you think you want the market to run right now. I heard somebody saying, I'm telling you, I think a lot more people watch my channel than I even think. But yeah, everybody thinks they want the markets to run right now. What I will say is maybe you want one of your tokens to do a crazy run, or maybe some meme coin or something like that. But overall, when the market starts running, you're not gonna like it. You're gonna be like, dang, I should have had more. But anyway, so I'm not upset about the interest rate decision or whatever. I'm just upset about the lies and how they play right in front of our faces. As I said yesterday, the quickest way to make me mad is to insult my intelligence. It's the quickest way to make me upset. Anyway, that rant was supposed to be for later, but sometimes it's just sitting there right in front of you. But anyway, Bitcoin was let's see what we got going on here. Let me refresh this page. Oh yeah, look at that. We went from over 65. We were at 65.4, and now we headed down here to 62, and it's still going down. Granted, let's say it this way, as we see on the channel, the Genesis repayments is causing the market to fall right now, is maybe what I'm thinking I'm seeing. What's some other stuff? I mean, they do, then we have the whole thing with Israel and Iran. The USA saying they're gonna retaliate. Some of the stuff I didn't pull up. I'm just thinking about it now because the Bitcoin's falling. I actually deleted a lot of this stuff. Well, let's go ahead and knock one of these out. I'm gonna probably be all out of order today, but let me just cover this stuff. So, and then we'll get back to the regular stuff, ETF and all that stuff. So when I first started seeing this first story, the headlines I was seeing was, Japanese market is melting. It was the worst day in 4 years since 2020. Around the C19 situation or whatever. The market was plunging. Then it became as the worst day since 2016. So we added another 4 years. So it's the worst since 2016. And now they're saying Japanese stocks take it to the largest dive since Black Monday of 1987. So it's becoming worse, and this is just becoming worse. I will say, even with all my, just being honest, and I know I've been hearing lately a lot of people saying you should keep up with this, but I really, I don't keep up with the Japanese market as much. Yeah, they're having a bad day. Genesis repayments going on. A lot of people thinking we're headed for recession. A lot of fears out there. I still have my belief that, like I said, the market is going up. and they gotta shake you out of the market. They gotta scare you out of the market. I know a lot of, let's be honest, a lot of y'all weren't ready for this. Whether you came into crypto by yourself, you watch it on YouTube, you got it on my Patreon, you got it on somebody else's Patreon, you in some shape, form, or fashion, there's a percentage of you that trust and believe whoever you followed on YouTube, Patreon was just going to lead you to Valhalla, and all you was going to see green in your portfolio. Meaning, if you put $1,000 into the market, you was never going to see 900 or 800. That's not true. Most of the times, you put $1,000 in the market, especially in certain picks, you will probably see $400 eventually. It will most likely fall to, sometimes 30 to 60%. What is that? Something automatic. So yes, your portfolio can fall anywhere between 30 and 60%, especially when you're on altcoins or whatever. But I don't mind it, and maybe it's because I'm used to it. But everybody's not used to that. But yeah, so it means their job to try to scare you out the market. They don't. There's no way they can have you performing as well as they perform. They're the whales. They want to control the market and make sure they're making the most money. And as I keep saying on this channel, and I'll say it slower this time because I think I kind of speed through the statement sometimes. That so many people are under the assumption that, like, I think it was BlackRock and all the ETFs started buying around about 42,000, and a lot of people are under the assumption that BlackRock is holding at 42 from 42 buys, and they're going to sell at whenever the top is 150,000, whatever you think is going to be. No, they taking 5 and 10% here. By the time we even started moving again, to be honest, by the time we start moving again, they will probably, I'm pretty sure they will have already made 100% profit. They've already made a 2x, and you're still waiting for, Bitcoin to go past all-time high, blah, 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 reach 80,000, whatever your number is. Trust and believe. It's of my belief that by the time we get to 80,000, it's funny. Let's put it this way. By the time we even get back to 72,000, I believe they will have already made 100% through trading in and out of the market. And there's a lot of people, and I keep saying this is all game. People thinking they're keeping up, and that's even from the people who report on Twitter and all these crypto sites, that you're thinking you're watching the BlackRock's wallets and VanEck or whatever. I just don't know. If you just spend a little time critical thinking, there's no way you can believe that you're watching every move that they're making. You think they're really going to allow you to watch everything they're doing. They got other wallets that they got Bitcoin and Ethereum in, and that they're taking profits on, and trading in and out of. So don't think you're seeing every move that they're making. So yeah, I believe, it's of my belief, by the time we get back to 72,000, they will already have made 100%, and then they'll keep playing the game as the market goes up. How did I even get there? I don't know. I'm just talking today. But yeah, anyway, Japanese stock market is in the crap hole. Another thing I always say, I don't play with leverage trading. Let me tell you, you're gonna have everybody. They're gonna say they got all these numbers that they predict from last market, that hey, usually every market we have 5 to 6 drops and retraces or whatever, and then we go to Valhalla. We've already had drop number 5, so this number 6 drop is the bottom for sure. Therefore, I'm longing from here. Like I said, I got some of y'all in the space, that I know y'all like to gamble, leverage trade, whatever you call it. But for people that I'm telling you, if you're new in the market, you watch my channel or you're my Patreon, and you don't know what the crap you're doing, and you just get into crypto, it's not something you want to play with. We had somebody, it was a couple of months ago in the Patreon, I was like, I just wanted to try it out, and they got wrecked really fast. But good thing they didn't use a lot of money. But anyway, over $300 million in loans wrecked because everybody was saying this has got to be the last drop. And like I said, after the FOMC, after, around that time, the market drops, and then it usually starts going back up, which would be today. And right now it's dropping. So we're going to see what happens. But usually around this time of the Friday after to the Monday after, the market will start going back up after the FOMC meetings or whatever. So yeah, everybody's saying, yeah, the FOMC is over. So now we about to go to Valhalla, and a whole bunch of people start longing and leverage trading and all that kind of stuff. But did not work out well for them. Did not work out well at all for them. I think I missed something. All right, I'm just going in order from what we got. Anyway, so U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs had 50 million in inflows. Once again, not as big as the 200, 300, 400 million that we were having before, but it's also better than the 8 million and the 15 million. But anyway, Is what it is. Ethereum ETFs also had positive inflows. What was that? I think it was about 20 million. Let me see, where is that? Yeah. About Ethereum ETFs recorded 26 million in net inflows. And it was led by Grayscale's Bitcoin mini trust. Right. Let's keep going. What we got here? This is just this advisor at Bitwise was saying that some of their advisors are advising the families to hold at least 1% in Bitcoin in the Bitcoin ETF, which I'm pretty sure that number is going to grow. Just stuff on Bitcoin adoption. MicroStrategy, or as I call it, MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy has Q2 earnings, reveals the Bitcoin stockpile of $14.7 billion, about $15 billion worth of the orange coin for MicroStrategy. VanEck, this is like a day or two old, whatever. But Solana ETFs may come sooner than you think, VanEck says. And I've been saying this about Solana for the longest. People all making the jokes about, actually, let me use this as this is what I'm saying, even about the whole crypto market. Anytime they're trying to scare you, you got to know that you just got to hold through it. You just got to hold through it when they're trying to scare you at the market, because they did all the FUD they could on Solana. Solana has been one of the fastest movers this cycle, from, like I said, the bottom was like 829 or 816 or something like that. I know a couple of us that put in, because in the bear market, should I say this? Let me just say this. So in the bear market, because there's not a lot of money to be made, the market's not moving as fast, you have time to say if something's at, like, I don't know, $20. Well, yeah, like Solana was like 21.19. I think it was at probably $18 at the time. So in the bear market, the market's not moving fast. So sometimes you'll put these like really low bids in case like something bearish happens in the market. And I think I put in like buy orders. It was stupid. I put in some buy orders for Solana at like $4. I was like $4, $7, $8, $11 and somewhere around there or whatever. But end up catching it at $8.79 or whatever. But anyway, it went from like $8.79 up to like $1.96 at one point. So anyway, they knew all the stuff was coming, is what I'm trying to get to. They knew all the stuff was coming. They always know. Don't think this stuff is just unexpected or just happened to happen. They knew what was happening. They dropped it so they can buy it lower and run it back up. This is what I already did this rant, but I'm just talking about it. So this is breaking. U.S. economy adds 114,000 jobs in July, below expectations of 176,000. Unemployment rate rose 4.3% above expectations of 4.1. Like this, they knew this crap. They told us one thing right before they made the interest rate decisions. They said no interest rate cuts because everything is great, blah, 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 blah. We still need, it's just all BS, man. It's just the Truman Show. It's the Truman Show. Treasury yields are terrible. I'm just skipping through some of the stuff. I will read this one. This sucks. I just saw this right before the stream, matter of fact. Bybit will end services and stop offering products in France. Bybit's French exit comes after the country made it harder for crypto firms to obtain proper licenses in August 2023. The crypto exchange Bybit will no longer offer its products or services in France starting August 2nd at 8 a.m. UTC. French users will not be able to purchase any type of products, open new positions, or add new ones. All Bybit products, such as Bybit Earn and all spot products, are included in the restriction according to the company release. French users will have any remaining unclosed open positions liquidated after August 13th, 8 a.m. UTC. Afterward, only asset and fund withdrawals will be allowed. Bybit's French exit comes after the country made it harder for crypto firms to obtain proper licenses. Pretty much this is the gist of it. We can go into all the details, but there's no need. This sucks because, what is it? I might be wrong. I don't know, y'all. I think it's Binance. They somewhere up there. Put it that way. I know it's like Binance, OKX, Bybit, like have some of the most volume in trades in crypto. So obviously I'm not in France, so I don't know what exchanges they have access to. But it sucks because I know Bybit is one of the biggest exchanges. They have most volume and they have probably a wider selection of tokens than a lot of other exchanges. So I don't know who they have to where they can do business at over there. So if you're in France, I feel sorry for you, but hopefully you can figure something out. We do have ways around this. If you join the Patreon, we can talk about that kind of stuff that can allow you to be able to make the trades you need to make. I don't even want this is some. I'm not going to talk about this one. It's pretty big, but I want to dig deeper into it. Almost done here. Y'all can see I'm kind of like on no BS today. I'm in chill mode. Um, what is it? What you call it doing? Oh wow, it is. Is it anything? Yeah, I just accidentally saw. Well, I said it like it was a bad thing, but saw somebody's comment saying "stay strong." Yeah, you do. This is crazy though. What's going on here? They're trying to take us back to 52K. I thought it was gonna be a chill Friday. That means I gotta get off stream and I gotta keep up with projects and news because obviously something's going on. Is that just the genesis? Is that just the? I don't know. I'm gonna have to see when I get off stream. There's no way I can do all this while I'm on stream. Um, do I even want to talk about this? It doesn't even matter. It was this X account that allowed people to like create meme coins straight out off Twitter, but Twitter or X they suspended the account, so it's gone. So that was the news. I was going to talk about the news yesterday. Two more things, and then we're going to be out of here. I really don't want to. This is kind of negative, and I know the market is already feeling kind of negative, but I'm gonna just sum this up. This guy Franklin, who made about $15 million trading NFTs, and I'm summing the story up. He made about $15 million trading NFTs, and he was making. I mean, obviously, he was making good money, and so it got to a point. It got to a point where people was offering him like $1.5 million for just uh, like one of his NFTs or whatever. And he would decline it. Like, no, I'm hold on to these or whatever. And long story goes on, he sold all his crypto, started buying more NFTs, started flipping them more. And then he started taking out leverage on his NFTs, using them as collateral, all this kind of stuff. And just long story short, it didn't go well for him. NFT started to fall, the market started to fall, bear market started to fall, and he pretty much lost all his money, and it's not looking good. So even though this is talking about NFTs, this is for everybody. Like you can't get married to your bags because what happens is I keep saying if y'all think some of y'all are fully convinced right now that some of the bleeding in altcoins is the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing is going to happen is when you start getting euphoric and your portfolio starts running and you really gonna start loving these tokens. You're gonna want to name your dog and your next baby after the token that made you the most money and all that kind of stuff. And you're gonna fall in love with these tokens and you're not gonna know when to sell. And I might put out a sell alert and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna just see how long it can go. And because you're gonna want your full bag to ride to the top. And none of us is gonna know where the top is at. So I'm not making fun of this guy or anything, but it's sad what happened to him. But eventually he lost a lot of money, was in debt and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, it's just it's rough. So I keep saying when your portfolio starts running, you're gonna start losing your logic. You're gonna start losing your logic, and so that's why you need to be in the right groups, have the right people around you, and even set your own profit taking set goals. It's going. Let's say maybe it blows past one of your goals, but just take some profit on the way up or whatever. And then, like I said, a lot of people are like married to bags now, and saying I'm gonna ride these bags all the way to the end of the cycle. Not every bag is gonna make it to the end of the cycle. Not to mention, newer projects going to be coming out. Maybe they're going to look shiny or whatever, and so you take your profits from there and move into other projects. So we got a long road ahead of us. I don't know how people think the market is going to work, but it's a long road ahead of us. Still a lot of projects that haven't come out. And to be honest, let me say this too. You keep asking me like, oh, when is some of these projects coming out? For one, some of them I don't know. Some of them are coming out late. And as I keep saying, they don't know how this market gonna run either. Some of these projects gonna end up coming out at the end of the cycle into the bear market because they're too scared to come out, and they want to come out when they think it's bullish and all this kind of stuff. So Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, don't get too euphoric and marry your bags and then ride them back to the bottom. And the last thing, very few times I'll quote him, but Elio says the great irony of this cycle as time goes on, more and more institutions are loading their bags. Over half of Fortune 500s are doing something on blockchain. Meanwhile, crypto Twitter is losing their minds in the chop sideways, not realizing that the thesis statement strengthens every day. I hope my brothers hold on. This market is undervalued. Yeah, so I feel like we're going up from here. A lot of people get scared out of the market, and as people always talk about, YouTube views go down when the market gets bearish, and you know, it's just not the time. I know, like I said, I know a lot of y'all think y'all signed up for up only and green portfolios only, but it's not always like that. But I feel if you hold, the holders to make the most money. Um, and not only, I don't know if I ever said that. Maybe I said it before. The other thing about buying now and holding is let me say this real just concise. The other thing about buying and holding is, for one, you're buying early, and I keep talking about this long-term capital gains versus short-term. So when I talk about long people that hold make more money than traders, that's also a thing. You trading in and out of the market, making, even if you making 10 20% here, 20% there, most of them only making like 5 8% here. Oh, I got 8% on the trade. Every time you're doing that, you just really, you cutting your money down every time. Short-term capital gains, short-term capital gains, short-term capital gains, short-term capital gains. And if I haven't said this clear on the channel, I'm gonna say this here clear. So even when people say, the way I see myself playing the game, even when people say like, "Hey, everybody, low risk plays in the higher caps, they move first." They'll say they move first, which is true. None of this is wrong, and I'm not saying it's bad, but yeah, they move first, and then you put your money back. But by the time you do that, when you take profits on the high caps, you're still putting yourself in short term capital gains. That's why most of my plays will be somewhat near the high cap range, but more so mid risk, and then the DJ plays, because I can hold those longer. They will continue to go up longer, where I'm not getting smashed with short term capital gains. That's why I keep saying, I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than anybody, but there's so many people that, yes, they're much more well connected in the space than me. They know more people in the space. They may understand charts even better than me and know how to trade and Fibonacci levels and all this kind of stuff. Be connected to projects, knowing when the projects are coming out before me, maybe all this kind of stuff. But they don't be thinking about this simple stuff here. Like, yeah, you making all these trades, and yeah, but you keep slapping yourself with short-term capital gains, and you're not really making the money you think you're making, versus me, who will, I'll get something that's near a high cap. So we, like I said, we got low risk plays. Then I'll get my mid risk plays, but they can ride up long enough. It's not like with some of these big caps when, after a while Solana's going to top out. I'm bullish on Solana, but where we at now? We at like 160 maybe. I see, and I could be wrong, but I see Solana doing maybe a 4.3x from here. Because you do have to have some low risk bags, keep those big bags. If my Solana bag is the only thing that makes it, then I can still live off that or whatever and be fine. But, if you riding all those bags up and you taking profits midway through, you hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, people don't consider stuff like that. And you're really just killing your gains, and they don't realize it. And it's too much work. But you can do what you want to do. So anyway, that's the last thing I'm gonna say about that. And yeah, I think we're good from here. Do I even want to do y'all? I don't even know if y'all even want me to pull this window back up. I usually try to watch it. Yeah, we're 62.7. It is what it is. Comments, questions, and concerns. Oh, we under 30 minutes today. Dave Flower said, "Let's go, family." Yeah, man, we chilling, we chilling, we chilling. As he said, good morning, good Friday. Good Friday to you too. Can you give your opinion about the rest of the year? September, October, November, and after the election? I feel like that's something I would have to almost prepare a statement on. Like I said yesterday, and I see even more people talking about it today. A lot of the people in the crypto market are afraid because they see Trump. My bad. They see Trump as bullish for crypto and Kamala as bearish for crypto, and so they feel like Kamala's picking up steam or whatever. And I feel like I talked about this a lot. That I was saying that powers of be, they want to do what they want to do, but they wasn't expecting the sentiment to be seen as much on social media with Kamala, because they didn't realize some of the one. It's funny because they created this brainwash monster on both sides, on the left, the right, Republican, Democrat, whatever you want to call it. They created the monster of people being brainwashed by politics, and then when it backfired on them. And so I'm getting to the point now where I see on both sides. I saw somebody, and this is not an opinion. And once again, I talk about both sides. So, but I saw somebody say something that was like completely untrue about Kamala, but the brainwash makes them. They just want to say anything that sounds good to themselves, and that's the same thing on with Republicans. Like, no matter what the candidate says, they're gonna say it's good, and it's like, come on now. But anyway, they wasn't expecting social media to be like this, so now they got to figure out how to cover. They got to figure out how to cover the facade of to say that Trump is actually like more than people see it as whatever how they want to see it. When he went into the National Association of Black Journalists the other day, wasn't the best experience or whatever. So that didn't look good for Trump either. And so like the odds or the percentages of what people think of the prediction markets or whatever of Kamala winning is going up. So anyway, I said all to say that we won't really have any clarity to probably after the election, because it's not about what I think. It's about what the market thinks, is what other people are thinking, how they're feeling about the market. And so a lot of people in crypto, outside of crypto, in the markets, investors are just like, we don't know what's going to happen with the election or whatever. And pretty much most of them see it more bullish having Trump in office and stuff. But this is what happens when you don't understand people, and I keep saying the powers that be, they're old. They running these old tricks that are so old that they don't work on people anymore. And so they don't know how to play the game anymore. It used to be that they were playing chess and everybody else was playing checkers, but now it's them playing checkers and everybody else is playing badminton or tennis. Like we're not even playing the same game anymore. So they're lost and they're losing their power to control and manipulate stuff. So anyway, to answer more, I think we got a lot of bullish stuff in September and potentially August. I mean, September and October. But it could be November. It could be end of September. Let's not even call it end of September. Let's say the beginning of October, maybe going into November. And I know even I said like going in July into August should be pretty. I still think it'll be bullish. I don't know what the crap is going on right now, but we'll figure it out soon. And my thing is, I'm thinking maybe they're just trying to scare people. Now that's why I said I think the beginning of August, July going into August is going to be well, we end August now, but beginning of August should be pretty bullish. I don't know about the end because I keep thinking about that statement that Jamie Dimon said, and it's making me feel some type of way. But it might be after the election before we see anything. We'll see what happens. I mean, of course, we can get small runs here and there, but I'm talking about like some big moves. I would just be accumulating. That's all. Tad Ape says, "Stay strong, friends." Yeah, stay strong, man. Don't worry about this drop here. Christopher Robinson says, "Wells manipulating heavy." Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are. I mean, that's what they do. They're trying to scare people out of the market or whatever. And like I said, I know a lot of people like to gloat about like, oh, we bought everything on the bottom. We made DCA on the bottom. Let's say that. And I think I just can't run the gimmicks and scams on my channel or whatever. There's some stuff that that I literally made my first buy and pretty much all my buys on the bottom. But most of the times you try to DCA on the bottom. And, people say like that was their only buys on the bottom or whatever. But I just try to, wherever I see, like, I feel like there's going to be good return at, I get in there because sometimes you're not going to catch the bottom or whatever. But all I can say is I think we're going up from here and we're gonna make a lot of money in this market. But the whales are going to definitely try to manipulate the market to scare you out. And, like Cat Williams said, Diddy going to try to party. And sometimes you got to tell them no. So, sometimes the whale's going to try to make you get out the market, but you got to tell them no. I'm not getting out the market. I'm going to continue to DCA and ride the wave. As he said, we are not quitting crypto. Stay put. Yeah, for real, man. Blackmore fam said morning to you too. I can't see because I got stuff in the way. This is Caesar. Oh, one of my best friends, one of my good friends is name is Caesar too. I never told you that. I see you commenting sometimes. Yeah, one of my good friends' name is Caesar. Um, you said I like your t-shirt. Oh yeah, this has always been one of my favorite words. This has been one of my favorite words since I was like 12. When I found out what the name meant, I was like, yeah, I like that because it's innovator. I make change. I make, I'm different. I'm a trendsetter. It's definitely one, might be my favorite word, to be honest. Um, yeah, so sometimes you got to wear stuff to remind you who you are instead of everybody trying to wear somebody else's name. I don't like name brands, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be, because the community I'm from. So, flashy stuff, name brand. I really don't care anymore. I wear stuff like this to remind me who I am and stuff like that. And be honest, most of the times I'll have no graphics. I just wear like plain t-shirts and put my money other places. EA, what's up, man? EA said they're not going to make it easy for you to get rich. They need you to depend on them. Exactly, man. Exactly. Oh, that's in so many ways. That statement is true. So many ways. Just like I was talking about, I don't know if, yeah, Blackmore fam, I think you were here to see my comment because I think you were saying like, I think you misunderstood my comments to say that, all black people on welfare and all that kind of stuff. That wasn't what I was saying, but I was saying it's not as much a part of our culture as people try to make it seem like, but they do try to make people depend on that stuff. And some people do. They get real dependent on, welfare, entitlements and all that kind of stuff. And they scare people away from getting jobs and stuff like that. They're like, well, if I get this free money, which is not even a lot of money, they don't even know that. They make people dependent on that stuff because they don't want you to go out there and find your own way. And that's, I mean, I decided to do that early. I gave y'all the story of how I used to cut grass for money and stuff like that. When I was like, wait a minute, how much y'all trying to pay me? Oh yeah, it's because you're a kid and you're a teenager. Yeah, we paying you minimum wage. Okay, cool. How much is minimum wage? Minimum wage is what? I was like, nah, I'm out of here. Like, ever since then, I'm like, I'm gonna make my own money some type of way. Uh, I wasn't about to go down that road. Because once you get trapped in there, you get trapped in there. I be telling even some of my friends now, some of them be gloating about because we young and stuff, and they getting their own house and they're a homeowner and stuff like that. But I'm like, you're gonna get trapped in that career because you got to pay for that house, and it doesn't allow you to go out and branch out and do the stuff that I'm doing and be a freelancer and work for yourself, make your own contracts. Um, yeah, I can't be stuck in that system. As he said, no way for Kamala, no chance. I don't believe so either. But I still say what I say. I feel like they just out there collecting money, and to be honest, I think it's going better than they even thought. Um, I don't want to get into political stuff, but there's so many reasons. I mean, we can really argue that neither one of them are a good choice, but she don't. To be honest, she don't even feel like she's trying. I feel like she's just out there having fun. It just feels like everything is like a brunch with mimosas. Like every time I see her or whatever. And once again, if you're just tuning in the channel, it's your first time. I am neutral. I don't give a crap about none of your political parties. I am neutral. I used to be in that stuff just like everybody else, man. And all the terms I sometimes do use, they're liberal and conservative views, and I may say that I'm more conservative. But as far as like naming myself with a party, nah, I don't subscribe to that. But yeah, she don't even seem like she's just out there smiling and saying catchphrases and quoting rappers, and it's it's crazy. But so many people are brainwashed, and just like EA was just saying, what he said was they need you to depend on them. But I'm just realizing much later than I should have that a lot of people want to have a savior. I have never been like that. I don't need you to be my savior, my hero. To be honest, I barely look up to anybody. That don't mean I think I'm better than everybody or smarter than everybody, but I'm not that type of person. Like even starstruck stuff, like I can even before I was in the industry, I could see somebody who's a celebrity. I'm gonna talk to them just regular, like, what's up? Like, yeah, okay, cool. What you eating? Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I had this for breakfast. Like, I don't. I'm just not that type. Like I'm just not. Oh, we got to get a picture. Like I don't be caring. Like I'm not that type of person. But a lot of people they want somebody to save them, and that's where they get stuck at. And that's on both sides. One side think Kamala's gonna save them. The other side think Trump is gonna save them. I'm gonna save my doggone self. Like I don't need you to save me. I'm gonna do it for myself. Whatever you do is just whatever you do. I'm not gonna let you have that much control over my life. I love BTC said unemployment is up, still no rate cuts. I'm telling y'all, I know some of y'all thought I was crazy when I was talking about. I was saying that we should get some surprise rate cuts on the 31st. I was saying in July, I thought we was going to get surprised. My head, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought we was going to get surprise rate cuts, and I feel like we should have. Then they put out that data talking about unemployment and jobs, and the economy was strong. And at the when they said, I was like, I know y'all like y'all just straight up lying to our faces. And then like, nah, it's strong, no rate cuts. And then right after that, you tell us something completely different than what you just told us like no more than 2 weeks ago. Um, yeah, unemployment is it's just it's they just say what they want to say. I don't believe anything no more. I don't believe the data. I don't believe the numbers of the election predictions. They just put out whatever they want, however they want to sway you. And sometimes you're not gonna know which way they trying to sway you. Maybe they are putting Kamala's numbers up to scare you, so that makes you not want to invest in crypto. So people get scared. Oh, maybe Kamala has a chance to win it, and we don't think that's good for the market, so we're gonna be bearish. And then they and then they throw out some event that flips the script on you, like, oh my gosh, look at this terrible thing that happened to Kamala. Now nobody likes her. Like they could be doing anything. That's why you can't focus. I report on it because I got to let you know what's going on out there, what other people are seeing. But other than that, I try not to let it affect what I'm thinking too much. Um, but yeah, unemployment is up, which I already knew. I was saying this weeks ago. That's why when they first said it, I think I was aggravated at stream. And like I said, I don't come on my streams trying to fake no positive or smiles or nothing like that. And I know I was a little agitated that day, but I was just like, I was thinking the whole stream, like, y'all really talking about the economy's up and jobs are strong? Like I just was thinking about it that entire stream. And I was like, I know they lying. And they just lie to your face and then come back and say the complete opposite. Yeah. Anyway, as he said, just the media play the game that she has a chance. Yeah. A Blackmore fan said, no, I'm talking about child support versus welfare, two different things. Oh, okay. Um, oh yeah, well okay. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Scotty had some meme coin. I think most people should be done trying to mess with these celebrity meme tokens. But he also had an NFT project before that rug too. And it's funny, like not a long tangent, but this is just my point of view. I'm not saying it's truth, but I'm gonna say this. I do think that Scottie Pippen does not get enough credit as he deserves for helping Jordan, and people just act like Jordan did it by himself. And I know Scotty's bitter about that, and he really has a right to. I know people try to clown Scottie Pippen, but he has a right to be bitter because people just try to act like he didn't exist. You know what I mean? But he really helped Jordan out a lot. But what I will say is, I think Scotty, because he's bitter, he's in such a he wants to one up Jordan on something. And to be honest, I feel like crypto is one of those things or whatever. He keeps jumping in, and he thinks that these people are really trying to help him, and not just I'm not trying to sound like Gary Gensler, but it is true. There's a lot of scammers in crypto. These people ain't trying to help you, Scotty. Like they're not trying to help you have a successful meme coin. They're just using your name to try to run the meme coin and rug pull people. So Scotty got a lot of bad stuff on. Then his ex-wife is just being, y'all know what she doing. She wild. She is wild, man. I can't. I'm be honest. I know people clown him, but I feel sorry for bro. Like literally, bro is definitely he's like in my prayers. Like Scotty got a lot of stuff going on, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Crypto Rose said Meg for VP. Man, I can't believe they did that. But anyway, looks like we going back up here. Be honest, y'all, I think it is the lights that's been making me dizzy. I don't know. Oh yeah, we dropped to 62.2 for a minute. Now we at Now we're at 62, 63.3. Manipulation, man. Manipulation. Like I said, it could be people, the Genesis repayments or whatever. I don't know. EA said, haha, he can't one up MJ. He cooked after his ex-wife. Yeah, man. Man. That was like the final dagger, man. That was terrible, man. That was terrible, man. That's hurtful, man. I can't imagine. Like you laugh like it's like watching a comedy movie. Like when we watching the main character go through something, it is funny when you watch it. But bro, if you was in bro's shoes, man, I'm fighting somebody. I gotta fight somebody. Like that's crazy. Not by MJ, but MJ's son. Oh man, that's diabolical, bro. That was terrible. I feel bad for Scott. I was trying not to say it when you brought it up, but I was all like, he's going through a lot. Bro is going through a lot. Dude is in my prayer. Like I gotta tell grandmama to go in the prayer closet about that because that's crazy. But yeah, y'all don't be like I said, I mean, even we dropped to 52, 53,000 the other day. So and then we came right back up. So long term, look at long term view. Don't think about short term. Um, just hold on to your bags or whatever. And LA, yeah, make sure you in the most bullish stuff. Because a lot of these projects, I talked about this probably a month or two ago. A lot of these projects realize it's competition in their sector, and they like, you know what, we're not even gonna try to run the game. And they say stuff like, "Oh, our project got hacked," and they take the liquidity and they're like, "We're gonna invest in something else, even themselves." So yeah, make sure you're in some of the most bullish projects. I think we definitely are. And if you want to join the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. You can catch that in the comments or whatever. And hopefully everybody has a good weekend. We're gonna see what the crypto market does this weekend and so on and so on. Maybe I'm gonna get off here and check out some of these news stories and see if I can figure out what's going on. But the only thing I saw is like I know we got the Israel-Iran thing, Genesis repayments, and the Japanese stock market is not doing the hottest right now. Probably a couple of other things. But I'm chilling. I'm chilling. So I'm just trying to DCA where I can and hold the bags. So patreon.com/cryptozo, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.